see what we did. Look at that. Okay, that one's a twitch, and that one's a quarter of a line. Now I can try to make it better, make it worse, or I can leave it. Which one do you want me to do, Billy? Try to make it worse, or leave it?
Leave it.
Leave it, that's no fun. It's high right here. Where's this one high at? Same spot. Look at that. And you can spread it. They're equal right now, so. High there. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah. Trying to hit him.
Almost got me.
I think you were standing in the way. What are you letting it all the way up for? Now I got to pump it all the way back down. Right there. It's over here. Past center. This one's high here, this one's high here. This one's higher than this one, so you hit down on this one. Okay, now they're both just a kind of a twitch.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm never satisfied. One's high there still. See, they're hot, they're opposite each other.
Loosen this up and keep tightening it until it is flat. It moves a 1/16 of an inch when I put it in here. When I torque it down, the flywheel came out a 1/16. See that? It was level when I walked over.
Take it back. Bring the scale with you.
It's torque. Huh? Flywheel was stuck. I just tapped it with the rubber side to get. Now this is torque. I just did this one to 500.
Okay. See a difference between me and Billy?
But it was straight whenever I went over there.
It obviously was not straight, otherwise it wouldn't have moved. Do you know how much beating it's going to take to get that back square? Now I can see it was sliding here, but not on this side. That hurt. So the flywheels are equal diameter because it's the opposite here on this side. This would be like a twin cam right now. It really vibrate really bad. Not enough air here.
I put the torque to it. It went over here.
Yeah, but the air one is too small over here. it up. You can have the damn thing torqued. So I don't know how you torqued it because I wasn't watching.
You know what? I'm surprised that you've never made a tool that has like a 90 across the top like that. So it's sat down on those hard enough to keep them perfectly level. You know, if you had a machine tool.
I got 5 tons pushing on that thing square right now. What are you going to do different than what I'm doing?
What
I
I
got
did.
5 tons on there. You didn't have it in there square.
I'm not sure. No, you're right. I didn't.
I've got 5 fucking tons of pressure on there. You can't put an I-beam on there and get that much pressure.
Did you understand what my question was?
You can't get as much pressure as I'm doing right now. You put 5 tons on the I-beam, it's going to bend the I-beam. Then it won't be square. Alright, so I got the nut off finally. Use this hammer right here because it has mass to it. Flat. It doesn't dimple the damn flywheel. And that pops, and that thing there is not heavy enough. And rubber definitely isn't enough to do much of anything, it bounces on it. Okay, so now, I don't know what Billy did, but whatever he did, it wasn't any good. So we're going to take it apart, clean up the mess, and start over. And maybe you'll see what you did wrong. I don't know what you did. So.
I know it.
Well, somebody knows. Okay, where is the green stuff at? Actually worked out, we can see a little better. Just grab the camera off the tripod and look at it. Off the tripod. Yeah. Okay. So I got green Loctite here, but I didn't go any further with my fingernail is here with the green. So now we're going to put the red on there, and the thread. That's enough. Okay, now this is going on. Okay, see how it's flat? See, both sides are flat. Pretty close. You get it? See? See, we only got about 5 thou above the surface here. Okay, that's flat. You got the rear rod and the rear hole? Good. That side's good. Bring that one with you if you need it. Oil. Why are you bringing that? I want it
Oh,
oil.
I thought you said this.
What do I want that for?
I don't know.
I'm done with this. I need oil.
You said
I said I need oil. Billy used that. See how I can tell? Nothing worse than getting my hands on oil to get my oil out. Now, these hold you pretty flat. You turn them down like this. You got the wide part of the flywheel right here, and you got the wide part right here. This has to be pushing equally on this. So if you got to cheat a little bit more this way, that's what you do. Center it up. Doesn't have to be perfect, but close. So you come over here like this, see? Camera, see? Me. Go like that. See what ton we got? 5-6 tons. Got some grunt on it. And now you torque it a little bit. You got getting rounded off or something. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, give a little bit of a tap. Twist it up, let it recenter, and do it again. 5 tons of pressure again. And the 5 tons of pressure is keeping it from rotating, but it's also holding it square. Okay, now we give a little ground on that. Where's our 500 at? How much you get to? 4 1/4, 430?
Yeah, about a little over 4.
You think that was a 5? I don't think so. It's a bad angle.
There you go, you're bouncing off 5.
Yeah, you were at 5 before.
This nut's not too happy, and the socket's not liking me either. We're getting rounded off a little bit. It's only torque them like that a couple times. Instead of being nice and square on the edges, they get tapered and then stuff starts sliding on you. Okay, need some more on my tapers over here. Now, everybody said you can't beat on tapers, it screws them up. Look at my tapers. I haven't recut them things in probably 4 years. They still look round, relatively true, don't they?
Tapers are in good shape.
That was made in Taiwan, I think, not even Korea.
This machine?
Yeah, CCI tool. I forget. It was either Korea or Taiwan. I think it was Taiwan. But they made out of good steel. And I got extra center because I ain't stupid. I bought extra parts before they went under. I have a couple sets of tapers. If I ever destroy them, I got new ones. These are a copy of a Harley. I have genuine Harley ones. When I get tired of screwing with these ones, because I keep oiling them up and repair them, see? When I get tired of screwing with these, I'll put another set on. Okay. Now see how the wheels aren't doing like this up on the sides here? I didn't bring my straight edge with me, but see how mine doesn't have that big offset into like yours had? So obviously whatever you did, you didn't hold it right. You probably were holding on one side, not the other side, so when you torqued it,
That's exactly what I did.
See, I can tell what you did by what happened. Okay, so now it's pretty good they're both running relatively equal. You know, they're both going the same way, which is good. One's a little bit more than the other, but that's all right. Okay, so we are high right here, and then we are high 90 degrees to it over here. So it needs to be hit here to twist it. And he doesn't like me beating on the flywheels. He gets scared.
Good steel.
Decent love tap there. So one hit we took out half the air, see? Okay, we're high, almost dead center. We're high dead center. I took the twist out in one hit. Okay, now we just gotta go like that. This side's up more than this side. See, just a couple lines out. Yeah, they're almost similar. This one's a little bit more than that, but not close. Now you can either beat both of these right up in here, or you can spread them. Spreading's a lot less wear and tear on everything. Won't go in too big. Okay, that one obviously moved. This one didn't change. So one side's true, but the other one's not. It doesn't matter, we're getting both true. Okay, this has a double high. See, this is not true. Something's wrong. Either this taper's screwed up or the shaft's not around. And this shaft wobbles just as bad as the other one did. On the groove right there. Okay, so if I had to guess on a high spot, I'd say that was the high spot. This one, high spot, same thing over here. Okay, they're both equal, that's close. This one needs a lot more bending on it though. So it needs to go what, down? It needs to go down. Dead center, straight down. Now if I beat on this in the stand, it's going to affect this one more than if I take it out, put it in the press, and beat on this one side. So I'm going to take it out, press, and beat on the one side. Okay, make sure I want to go the right direction. Okay, we're high. It's high here, which means the shaft is like this. So that means we have to beat this down. So we hold it and press here and beat that down. I need this right here. Bring that with you. See, I got counterbalancing. I got 20 pounds here and 50 pounds here. See? And these are hard on your thumb, these stupid ass rods. Okay, this here makes a bridge so I don't have to push on the crank pin of the rod, which is not good. Now I gotta get this love tap right here. You pissed me off, so I hit it twice. You okay with that?
I'll let you know at about 7,200 RPMs.
How far out is it going to be this time? Is it going to be perfect?
I'm saying we're
It's
closer.
going to be way the hell out.
As tight as they were, I think that a little more healing.
You knocked them both out.
Much less movement.
No, it's more moving, but they're both moving like crazy now. Okay, let's see if we figure out where that high spot is. We're still high here. Okay, we're going to do a spread deal. So we're back to the spread. It's high here now. It went over too far. Somebody overdid it. Now it's high the other side. It moved that quick. It's moving pretty easy right now, which is not good. It's moving 180 degrees each time I hit it. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. Something's not right. That's still tight. That's still tight. I know the nuts didn't loosen up. Hard to believe they would have, but they do loosen up if you keep beating on them. The taper's wearing. Move. Okay. Right there. Right over there. Just off center. Just off center. Same. This one moved. This one's high here, this one's high here, so they're opposite each other, which is bad. Okay. Worst first. You're the worst. High there. High there, it's centered up again. Still a little bit off. It's more high here than here. This one's high here, this one's high over here. So it's still off a little bit. close. I just give a light tap. Just stand back a little bit, you're pretty close. Remember, it's a lot closer on TV than what you're looking at in that monitor. Okay, that helped it. And there, that didn't move, and that one's high. Okay, that centered it up. That's close. Okay, I'm gonna give it one of those and one of those. See how that worked better than the spurting deal? More in this area. Same on this one.
When you get a high reading, it's directly parallel straight out from where this goes to the high point on the scale, right?
The indicator reads at 90 degrees. That's where I'm reading at. See, it's high right there, center. Center. This is the high spot, right here on the center of the pen. This one over here, it's twitching all over the damn place right now. Shaft side around, it's going like this. More than once a turn. It's got like multiple highs and lows. See, twitch, high, low, right there, high. In this much distance, they went to a real big high and back down again. Not much distance. I mean, the shaft's not round. It's not round. Just because it looks like it's round doesn't mean it's round. So you have to look at the average of what it's doing. The whole thing is just doing this. It's not going up this like that. It's being the same all the time. So we're out around. It's centered. This one here, we're still out almost a line. So this side's pretty well straight because I don't see it getting any higher. It's just in the same spot going back and forth. But I can't get any better because the shaft's out around. So this over here is what I want to work on. See, it doesn't drop until I get over to here. So from here to here is our high spot. This one's pretty well straight, so I need to hit it on this side here. And I don't want to move this side, so I hold it. It seems to be moving quite a bit easily. So I'm going to not hit it too hard. You can always step up the force as needed. See, so now that's moved it up a little bit more in this area here. It still has multiple highs on that side. Right there. So there's more of an error here. And this one's what, over here somewhere? Where did that fall off? What the hell happened? That shouldn't have fallen out of stand. I never had one do that before. What moved? Oh, we broke the tool. First broke this. See the hammer? Well, the concussion finally snapped it after all these years. Same thing happened to the one at home, the Harley one. Cast steel can only take so much, or cast iron, it's not even steel, it's iron. Can only take so much abuse. So now I need to make a new unit. Need to fix it. Okay, here's what's happened. This is unsupported, which means it's not threaded. it goes over this part right here. This part here, it snapped right at the threads, right where it's being held. This probably was not in there super deep, because I don't think they really go in there that far on this end. It was on there a little ways, but not a lot. So every time you hit this thing with a hammer, the concussion wave, it finally snapped it. Same thing happened on our original one, it broke too. It's been welded a couple times. So you've got to make this thing completely out of steel, or it won't do that again. Or I'll just fix it the way it is. I'll just fix it. So this one here, this is a backwards thread. I don't know what kind of thread it is. American, metric, or some mix. A lot of stuff is a mix. You don't know what the hell it is. So I can either try to make this thing from scratch out of steel and then press the handle onto a stub. Or I can take this and weld it up. I'm going to try welding it up first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a dummy shaft without the threads. That's going to be stepped, so this side will be held tight, and it'll also be tight in here, and it'll just slide straight in like a dowel pin and hold it. Then I can weld it. Then I can go ahead and, if the shaft gets welded in, I can drill it out and pull it out. If I screw up this, I'm screwed. But I do have more of these, I think. But anyway, this is our problem. So right now, this is loose as a goose on here, so there's no support. There's no centering going on here, see? It just floats back and forth. So if I weld it, I have no idea where it's going to sit. So I got to have it where it's going to stay centered up when I do it. It all has to be concentric or it doesn't work. Alright, so that'll give me something to do later. I got plenty of time to work on stuff like this. So that flywheel's on hold for now. It's close to running, but I don't even know how close it is now since I hit it. But I'll have to finish it up in a few days. So I'll have to make me grab a piece of bar stock and make me up a center. I'll probably grab me a piece like, one of these here. This one here might be the right size, or I'll have to use a bigger one. Either way, I'll cut it out and we'll use that to weld it. I can make it out of aluminum too, probably. But it'll probably melt if I do. So I'll probably make it out of steel. So anyway, that's what we gotta do. So it's just gonna have to fix your tools. You break your toys, you gotta fix them, right? So, all right, so we'll play with that down the road. That's it for tonight.